Hi, just organising. We won't use all of this, but I just wanted to have a good selection of lots of stuff. So I've got a little pumpkin and a couple of bigger pumpkins. I haven't got a massive pumpkin. I've used that one, but these ones I think would make a lovely little set. Hi, Sarah. Oh, I've got your wand in my bag. I've got lots of ones in my bag, actually. I'm thinking a little mixed media pumpkins with flowers and stuff on top. Stuffs. I don't know, really. Everything's packed away for port sunlight tomorrow. So, really. Now, do we do black gesso or white gesso? Or a little one in black and a bigger one in white, or vice versa? What are we thinking? I need to find the white gesso before I agree to do that. Where's it gone? It was next to us. It's obviously safe. I am going to use, where's it gone? I'm going to use the glue gun, but there it is next to us. But I would normally stick everything on with black gesso, right? I'll put the white away then. I'll leave it there actually. We'll do black gesso. We're going to stick lots of stuff on. Oh, you're all right, Jane. It's on forever. It's there. We made ones last week, and this week we're doing pumpkins because I want to. And it's nearly Halloween. So I've got loads of stuff. I've got flowers. I've got beads. I've got cogs. I've got acorns. Basically textures where we want to go with this first. So what am I thinking? I've got no idea. I'm thinking this. Maybe I was saying that it's not going to get much texture with the texture around, but some maybe not. I'll have a think. Oh no, I've got this, which is like spider's web. This will do it, and I'll not have to worry about drying it either. We've got this. This will do it for now. And then next time round, if we can get some smooth pumpkins, you know, like the more smooth ones, like the big one I had, I think the stencil on there would be lovely. It's a plan, Sarah. I love that stencil, by the way. I used it in my live on Tuesday. Absolutely loved it. Oh, I'm just going to have this. And this is called Spiderweb, I believe. And I'm not going to be able to stick that on with the glue gun because it is... I want it to stick down, so I'm going to use a gel medium and then I'll just waft it off super quick because I want it so it doesn't lose the shape of the pumpkin. Oh, Jane, you're too late. Now, I'll do a little one with white if we get time after. Spatula, there it is. No, brush. Spatula, brush, spatula, brush. I don't know what I'm doing, you know. I'm very organised, aren't I? There's a brush. Oh, basically, we'll just get some of this on. And this is matte heavy body gel. I love it. I love it so much. Acrylic based gel. It pretty much sticks nearly everything to everything. And what I want is... I'm just going to open that up a little bit. There we go. And I want it stuck down. So it's not totally smooth, but I don't want it up and wafting about. And this is just base layer, so it's absolutely totally fine with whatever happens to it. We can't actually get on my mouth so I can talk. Hi, Brenda. Heidi, hi. I'm going to cut it so it sits flush, more flush. And the thing is with the acrylic medium, it dries perfectly clear, but it's always best to leave it. We will get even more texture because I'm literally going to boil it with the heat tool, but it will look so cool when it does bubble because, you know, with the pumpkins, when they've got those little knobbly bits on. Hi, Susan. Right. I just need this to stick down as best we can for now, because it will stick down with everything else I'm going to put on as well. More. I just want it flat-ish. I'm so excited for port sunlight. So excited. we are leaving early doors tomorrow. So I'm all ready. I've even dyed my hair. I'm that excited. Sarah, what time will you be getting there? Has everybody had a nice week? Is anybody going to Port Sunlight? Right. So it is a little bit messy, this job. But when you've got more time and you don't decide to do it last minute, to demo it last minute, it will be easier. It will stick. I'm not worried about it at all. I want texture, so the more the merrier. I just didn't want to lose too much of the pumpkin shape before I even started. And we're going to go steampunk pumpkin, I think. Pretty steampunk, because I've got cogs and I've got the flowers, which we'll put on after and leave them nice and bright. It's the same flowers as I made the wreath with. So the oranges, but we could go purple ones. Around 2ish. We should be there hopefully a little bit before that, so I can helps everybody set up. So I should be set up on the thirsty brush and I'll be able to give you a hand, Sarah. But then again, I've got the ones, so we could just bibbity bobbity boo magic it. There we go. It doesn't take too long, just a little bit of patience to get it going. And then I am going to put the heat tool on, so brace yourself if you've got earphones in. And I just want it as dry as I possibly can. It won't be totally dry. Hi, Mary. Heat tool. Brace oneself. I haven't got the fancy thing that Tony has, where she can adjust the background sound out so you can still hear what we're saying. You want to play with wands, Sarah? I made them last week. And my auntie got a wand off us. And I keep getting messages saying she still hasn't figured out how to make a tea with it. And the first night she got it, she must be trying to play with it all the time. She must play with it all the time. She's a music teacher. And for band and things like that, you know, the thing that the orchestra uses. The boss of the orchestra, I don't know what it's called. She's going to use it for that, but she sent us a message the other night saying she was trying to magic more wine. I'm just going to take the stick off it, but I will show you what it does when it bubbles up. And with acrylic clear plastic, it'll bubble up and it'll keep its shape. So it'll look even more cool. I am going to say I did want to use the confetti inks, but I've already packed my bag for tomorrow. So we're using basic, whatever I can get my hands on. Supplies. Bubble it up, bubble it up. It won't be totally dry, but I'm honestly not worried about that at all. There we go. Now I've got a little tub of all sorts. Oh, we've got bugs and all sorts. We can really go to town and make it Halloweeny. Tiny little cogs. All this is stuff I've collected over the last 30 years. Just under 30 years. Still a while. I've got some little flowers. I've even got little spoons. Look at them. Little birds. And what else do I have? There's all sorts in here. All sorts of weird and wonderful. What else have we got? Oh, I've got a clock. That might be all right to go on. We'll get it out just in case we decide to pop it on it. I also do have dried, like, potpourri I've got out of a little witchy shop. We might use some of these after. We used to peel these apart. I don't know what they're called, and they had like little seeds in. And they were nearly see-through, but these might be cool on top as well. With some beads, and I've got some little apples there, and it's ever so nice. Oh no, I have everything, die cutting everything. I can't find my plates for my little die cutting machine though. So I might be running around borrowing dies. A die cutting machine. Licorice all sorts, yes! I used to love licorice, now I don't like it. What's that all about? I'm going to get some of these out. Little cogs. I love cogs. Can you tell by how many I've got? All different colours. We've got sparkly bits and everything. Yeah, I'm thinking the black and then build up some foliage and things on the top in a colour, and we'll use a bronze colour so it's more orange, like a real pumpkin. I used to love licorice, but not so much now. I've got a butterfly, a dragonfly, and I've got this absolutely awesome bug. Shall we put him on? Why not? We'll make him a pretty bug so people like him. And again, like I said, I am going to use the heat gun, but the hot glue, I would, this one's very hot, I really, really honestly would use a wet glue, like an acrylic glue gel or something. And if you share the live this week, I do have a little mixed media gift bag thing to give away. And it will have sequency things in and things and more things. Basically a bit to give it a go. A little bit of stuff, some beads and maybe a few flowers. I thought that might be quite nice. So if you share the live, then come back and comment on the live after we're finished. You know, when the video goes off, if you come back and comment. And then I shall let you know next week. I don't know what the date is that week, but the next time I'm on, we'll see. Because I know I've got another something coming up soon. New stuff. You can actually, if you wanted to, just use the hot glue gun to make your texture. So you could have quite easily made some like runny bits, and because the hot glue does actually run when you use a hot glue gun. Don't have it running down the side and it'll cool as it goes. And that would have stuck this down as well. And it gives an extra texture. So very similar to what we did with the wands, really. Letting it dribble down. Give a different effect. And this is all about different things that when you look at something, you're going to sort of look through it. And you'll see, every time you look at it, you will see something new and different. And now it's starting to cool down a bit. The lines are getting thinner. Wow! Oh no, just stuck it to me thing. More texture. And then I'll pop my bug on. Dear, oh, I'm pleased. I am pleased. Loads of them haven't even been used. And it's such a shame that they're just sitting there doing nothing. I think then we'll have that bug there. So this here is going to be the front, I'm thinking. Because we've got the bug. We want to be able to see him. And then we will have some more cogs going on. Don't want to burn my fingers on this one because it is a hot glue gun. We'll have this one here. Ah, stuck my finger in it after I said that. I'm sticking to everything because I dropped it. And we'll have some little ones here. And remember, a lot of this will be hidden. It does look like a hot mess right now, but once we paint it, even if you were doing it in white, we're going to do it with black gesso, but even in white, it'll still look absolutely amazing because you're going to cover it all over. So don't worry about the mix and matching of colours and everything else. We can even, I'm stuck to it. You know how many times I was stuck to the wand? This here is glass, glitter glass. And we can even sprinkle some of that on after using this glue. So it'll stick totally stick to it. And you'll be able to see the colours and things, but it will be completely see-through and it'll be stuck forever. It will be white when you first stick it on though with it's like glue. Let's have a look at these ones we've got. They're all just random little beads and things. Oh, and even pop, whoop. Just pop some random little leaves in. All about the texture. and all these stuff. And these are just plastic beads. I mean, they're probably the cheapest of the cheap. But when you're doing something like this, oh, whoopsie-daisy, dropsy. I'd put nails on as well, but I wanted them just like my nails. So I put nails on and then cut them down to the right size. Hi, Maureen, are you excited? One more sleeve. Or two more sleeves, really. I've got some little roses and things. We'll have a couple of little roses on as well. And most things I tend to try and buy in white or clear. And that way you can change it any colour you want. But when you're covering it with a white gesso, it covers easier. Ooh. I'm trying to make the least mess as possible, and I'm making even more than I usually would. Oh, look, my glue's been melting at the side. And I think we'll have... I need some more glue. Hold on, I'll just get another glue stick. By the way, have you seen my pencil case? How cool's that? It's got my glue sticks in. Isn't it absolutely fabulous? It looks like a packet of sweets. Easily pleased. Yes, I'm really excited for Halloween. I love Halloween. And hopefully this year we might be able to do something now that all the restrictions and everything have been lifted. I always used to have a party, but Christopher's not really into parties now, which is a bit of a shame. Right, that there is that. That's the texture that we're going with, and we're going to build it up behind it and round it. I am going to paint the whole thing with black gesso though. It will take us a minute or two, and then I will have to dry it off. But it'll be worth it, because when you go over the top with your metallics, it just makes it pop. Totally pop. Have you had a nice day, Maureen? Just hunting for a brush I can use that'll actually work. We'll go with this one. Right. And just slap it on. You just want it all covered any which way you can. Don't worry too much if you don't get it all totally covered. Ideally, yes, we want it as covered as much as possible, but don't overthink it. Like the little bits underneath where you've stuck, don't stress about those. It used to really annoy us if I'd seen any little white bits and things, but once you actually build it all up and you build your scene on top of it, it just looks quite cool. It looks like it's supposed to be there. And even the bug won't be, if you don't like bugs, it won't be that noticeable, because it's more just of a shape underneath. It's not, the words I'm looking for, it's not there in your face, it's just texture underneath. Are you doing the Beatles tour? I had a friend that did that once. He said it was amazing. He loved it. He used to take himself off all over on his own. He went to New York on his own, and I think I don't think I'm confident enough for that. Oh, all over. Does take a little bit of time. Well worth it though. Well worth it. Oh, after the live, I will go back and tidy up underneath and things, because if you are putting them on display or selling them or whatever, then you really need to have them all finished off properly. I got these ones from artfudays of our Jules Bell. It's an online website. She has all the mixed media stuff, and it works so well with the Thirsty Brush and the Stamps by Me goodies. Me and Jules are very similar but very different in what we like to use. That's how I met her. I was a customer of hers, and we got chatting. And well, we've been friends for years now. I've never actually met her in real life though. Isn't that bizarre how we do that, make crafty friends, but we don't actually meet anybody in real life. So if you aren't going to Port Sunlight this weekend, I think the How to Craft Network's going, so you will be able to watch on YouTube. I'm sure they said that the How to Craft Network will be there, so it'll either be videos to go on later or we will be live, which will be cool. And I do have the new Thirsty Brush goodies to show everybody. So if you're kicking about tomorrow, keep a lookout for Thirsty Brush, Saturday, for Thirsty Brush going live, or the How to Craft Network. So, right, we are going to waft again with this. Brace yourself with earphones. I'm trying to be as quick as possible. It's the top bit here that I need to get as dry as possible, because that's where all the texture's going to show. Obviously, when you're not doing it to demo, you won't miss out, Jane. You will see something. And I'll go live because I'm dying to show everybody what we've got. I've got all my samples with us. I don't know if I'll get them all out now. I've got all the new goodies. I haven't made boards, but I'm hoping to do that when I get there. I should have made boards, but I've been too busy playing. And it's just a small launch, the Thirsty Brush one. But it is going to TV this month as well. But we are taking it tomorrow because I begged and I begged and I begged. And I begged and I begged. And I think Tony just said, whatever, do what you want. I'm sick of hearing you. No, Jane, Jane, honestly, where do you live, Jane? Maybe it's next time have a stay over. There is a travel lodge there. And it's a lovely little village. Really lovely. And can you see we're bubbling up as well again? Yeah, I've got my little stamps by me. A5 die cutting machine. And I've put my plates in a safe place. So you can guarantee when I come back and sit down they'll be right in front of my face. But now I can't find them. Right, now we need to let this cool off just a second because it will be red hot and the glue will have melted again, the hot glue. Oh, you can see the steam coming off it. Right. I do have some of the Tim Holtz Halloween goodies. I collect them every year, you know, and I refuse to use them. It's very sad. So this year I'm forcing myself to use some of them. I'm a collector of the ideology. So, which is very, very sad because we should use it. I should use it. We'll leave the spider off. So these are the Tim Holtz ones. So we have a little skull. Might not have him on. We're going really Halloweeny now that I've got the black out. I was going to go for autumn-esque. And I'm thinking we'll have a middle-sized pumpkin. I'm only using one. I will use them very, very sparingly. I'm ridiculous. It's I buy stuff and want to keep it forever because once it's gone, I won't have it anymore. Oh, I've got some gold sand as well we can pop on. Well, this is the paint I'm going to use to bring out all the... There we are, we're dry-ish. To bring out all of the texture on the top, and just wait till you see it, honestly. And we're going to go with the dry brush. I'm sure I mentioned this before, and you can do it with watercolour or acrylics or whatever you want. But the dry brush is take as much paint off your brush as you possibly can. And then we're just going to... And don't overthink it. You don't have to take it all off. But adding it small, a little bit at a time. And you can add even more colours. But I mean, look at that. Doesn't it? It doesn't look like it was the hot mess it was before, does it? And the fact that we're going to build it all up. I do have some silver acrylic as well. So we can tone it down if it gets too much. But even this, where the glue sort of dripped, that's where it fell over and stuck to us. and it just looks so beautiful. I mean, look at that. And you use so little paint doing it with the dry brushing. It's just lovely. It's just lovely. It all makes us very happy when you see it all coming to life. And it's trial and error. If you don't like what you've done, just cover it back over with the gesso and start again. I mean, even you can just repaint them and change your colour scheme every year if you wanted to. Excuse me. This cold is hanging on for dear life. I've had a cold this week. Just a cold, nothing sinister. But, gum, it's hanging on for dear life. It keeps making us lose my voice. Which most people, I think, are probably happy about. We'll go in with some... We're going to go in with some pearl white. Because this is lovely. I'll stick that in there and I'll get a new brush. I've got certain brushes which are good for certain things. I'll go with this one. This is a stencil brush, this one. I'm just going to go back over. So even if you do feel like you've put too much on of one, you can go back over and take it off with another. And you see how it sort of comes to life. And this pearl looks so silvery. It's lovely. What do you think so far? It's not be everybody's cup of tea. The other plan was to do it in white and then just go over with the orange, which I can still do the little one. We can still do that on the little one. Show both ways. I always tend to, when I do it with the white, I never seem to get the same wow. So I always tend to go for blacks and things when I'm using the metallics. You liking it? That's good. Is Tony home yet? Yes, I think so, because she did message us today with a long list of what are you doing. Because obviously she's been so busy, she'll not have a clue what I'm up to. Most of the time I haven't got a clue what I'm up to. Again, I'm going to say I'm coming in with the hot glue. But to start off, I am going to pop a little bit of this on. Hopefully it'll dry by the end. Just in places because I want some of this orange glass on. Just in places. Now that's just a glue, so it will dry quite quick. And don't forget to share the live, because next, and come back and comment after I'm finished. I forgot what I was doing. Concentrating on this, because I am going to give Emma's mini mix media kit away. I don't know what it'll have in. It'll have some sequins and things, because that all makes texture. All the stuff that you get and you think, that's a bit rubbish, makes great texture. And this here is for nail art, to go in with your acrylics and things like that. So your nail art glitters and all that will come in lovely. Yeah, I'm liking that. And it's just hints all over the place. And we could have some crystally things going on. These are all nail art. This was when I thought I might decide that I might have nice nails, which, I mean, let's face it, I won't ever have nice nails. And these, look at these. They're very Halloween-y, greens and things. But now, I'm thinking purple, you know. I really am thinking purple if we're going really Halloween-y. Let's have some more purple flowers off. Now, I don't know if these are autumn flowers. Oh, I've got some here. But purple and orange go so nice together. See, we can even have some orange ones in and really poof it up. These leaves here, they look really fake, don't they? But I just want a little bit of foliage. So if you have got the fake flowers, what I'm thinking is, if you fold it over, you can cut most of it off and it's just a little bit of greenery. Because just for a hint, just a hint of colour, the green underneath everything. Oh, there we are. So that's going to be the front of the pumpkin. So I'll have a big green going from there to here. So it's coming off. Now, don't write it off straight away as it's rubbish, I don't like it. Keep going. Like I say, we'll all go through that ugly stage of when we're making anything. Just keep going. Because that was always a problem for me, where it doesn't look like this. Mine never turned out that way. Hi Mary, did you have a lovely anniversary? I forgot to ask you. And we'll have this one coming off. And we are going to cover most of it. It's just for a hint of something green. Cutting them down. I've been making things out of clay. If anybody's seen me Facebook, you'll know I've been doing things with clay. I have got some of the leaves out of clay, so I could have painted them, popped them on, but I didn't think that far ahead. So that's not happening. And I'll have some flowers in and really build it up so it's pretty. I'm thinking we'll just stick with purple. I don't want to add too much orange because we've got the orange glass. And this one here. And these are just nice for the fireplace. You could pop them on. Gifts. Because why not? We'll send gifts for most of the stuff. Why not send a Halloween gift? But I know a lot of people do like to decorate the houses and things for Halloween. I've got a Nightmare Before Christmas net that hangs in the doorway, and I can't wait to put it up. It'll never come down though. That's my problem with Halloween. I put the decorations up and they never ever come back down. It's like Halloween all year round in this house. I've just took last year's wreath down to put this year's wreath up. I'll have that one there. And what are you thinking up now? What's that? If I just pull the middle out. Yeah, sorry, I want to stick some gems in. What are you thinking? Are we liking it? It'll not be everybody's cup of tea, I do know that. I know some people like the shabby chic white and so on and so forth. I've got these tiny little acorny things. Now, I'd love to know where these come from, because I've never seen pine cones, I think they're called, aren't they? Not acorns, these ones. Pine cones. I was walking, actually, speaking of acorns, I was walking under a tree the other day, and I honestly think there was a squirrel hoying pine cones at us. Me and Christopher were out, and there was loads of them just falling, and we could hear something up in the tree. Now, I don't know if it was just my imagination, but I honestly think there was aiming them at us. Oh, that's hot. I've run out of glue sticks for the cool melt gun. So now I'm just blistered. What else have we got going on? Have the little pumpkin, I think. Where can we pop him on? Nowhere yet. I might not put that on. I don't even think I might put the skull on, you know. I think I might have a couple more of the cogs in this colour, in the bronzy colour. Just tucked in places. Just to add a little bit more. Just to add a little bit more. Because more is more. Let's see what else we've got going on. This is you. Can you tell when you're losing us to concentration? I start talking really, really slow. Got some little. Oh, got a little witch. Is it a bird? Oh, it's a little bird. I thought it was a witch on a broomstick. Got a little silver bird we could just pop on in there. Why not? Why not? Pop them there. And we can even pop words and things on. Let's have some sparkly bits here. I don't know how to get into this. I don't want to lose any of the sparkly bits. There's loads of tiny ones. Right, I do have a little tray somewhere so I can tip them out And it's the shape of a feather. Now, where's it gone? It was next to us because I got it out so I could tip these out without getting them all over the place and losing them. 1 second while I locate it. I think I'll just use the lid off this. A confetti ink. My white confetti ink lid. We'll use some of that. And look at them. And I've had these donkeys. Donkey's ages. Tell you what I do need, me pick up pokey tool. And I bet you I've packed it. Bet you I've packed both. Hold on, I've got a little one here. Right. I'm going to put a little dollop there. So again, this is probably where the acrylic will be better off. Have that one in there. You can see how it's starting to come to life. You'll not need many of these. You'll just need a few little ones, just in little places. And now, this is why I'm so obsessed with having everything, because you never know when you might just need it. Look, isn't it cute? Turn it around, we'll add some more. Just little ones, just for a little bit of bling. And a couple of little dollops here and there. Oh, we've got one that looks like a proper diamond. We'll have that one in there. We'll have a little green one. Where did I put that dollop? There. We can even have some tiny little ones. I am going to get the glue because the hot glue gun, I'm going to end up doing damage. I'll have no fingerprints left. I'm coming with this glue. So tell us what your plans are for the weekend. I'm just waffling away here. The lid, I won't forget to put the lid back on. I want to scrape it all off the brush first. Thank you. Oh, the lid on the paint, you mean? Oh, this one. I promise I'll put the lid back on that one. And here, Chris. I'll have a little diamond going on here. Oh, we've got some cute, super cute little ones. And this is where you can let your imagination go absolutely wild. Add as many as you can. I want. Can in my case. Oh, I've got another little diamondy one here. They would look like water drops, wouldn't they? Oh, speaking of water drops, if we're going to go clear, I have these, which are little see-through beads. Could have a couple of them on, couldn't we, just in places? Just to fill in the gaps and add a little bit more interest. All they are is little acrylic beads with no hole in. And you can get tiny little micro bead ones as well. You could have had them added on, and it's never ending. Lose yourself in it. Hi, Caroline. Are you all excited for tomorrow? Or Saturday? I think I've lost a day. Oops, again. So don't forget, the glue will dry clear, but I love that. What do you think? I might add more flowers and things so it comes off down the sides, but as yet, I'm going to leave that to dry. And see, and I will take some pictures and pop them up on Facebook. Should we do a white one? Oh, are you all sick of us? Do a little white one. Hi, Amanda. With it being little, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick some of the acrylic medium on. Quite a bit of it actually. And I'm going to bubble it. And that will be the main sort of texture. All packed up. Whoop, whoop. Do you want us to do a white one, or are you sick of us? picking bits off. That's my chair. It sounded terrible, didn't it? I'm going to use the hot glue again. A white one. Awesome. I'll keep going. Saying that, people can switch off, can't they, if they're sick of us, and come back and rewatch on silent later. I'm going to go in with the little cogs. So this one's probably going to be more simple just because it is little. And I don't know if I've got any tiny little flowers, actually. I think I possibly have. Well, I probably have. I seem to collect everything. Just adding some little cogs on. There's my little cogs at. I'll put that there so I don't drop them everywhere. Oh, we can even add, like I was saying, the sequins. So we can add some sequins on for texture because we've already got the acrylic glue on, haven't we? So loving it. So it's going to be fab. It's so nice to be around like-minded crafters and things at the shows. So these are just sequins, and these are going to add some texture. And now, don't be too precious with them. They're like penny sequins. We'll slap them on, and that's some texture. Whatever. Even if you lose a few, it doesn't really matter with the sequins. Because you get 3 billion per pack, don't you? And we'll always sit and think, what are we going to do with them? Right. Now I'm saying... I kind of get... That's the only thing about these stupid little bags. I never get into them. A few more cogs just for texture. Have them cascading down the side. Now, you can, like I was saying earlier, I wanted to put Sarah's leaf stencil on, but with the pumpkin, they're quite textured, the bigger ones. You can actually get pumpkins that are smoother, and I think stenciling texture paste onto them would be absolutely gorgeous. But I haven't got one smooth one, and I didn't fancy fighting with it tonight. Off to the side a little bit so it tucks in. I think I want that one to be tucked in as well. I don't want them sticking out all over the place. I want it to be quite so it looks like it's supposed to be there and not just stuck on. There. And I'm thinking, get the heat tool out and I'll just give it a quick waft. And then we'll paint it white. And then we can dry brush. I've got some of this orange paint, and this is the Prima paint. I'm thinking dry brush some of that over the top. And then we can add some texture with some brownie colour, so it's very shabby chic. I don't know how much of that we'll need. I think every brush I own's in the water now. Every brush I'll use for mixed media anyway. This is just white gesso, which I think I've said before, it's a base. So it's great for all sorts. I mean, just adding your little white highlights and things as well, gesso's brilliant for. I'm using a Liquid X one. I do absolutely love the pen art one as well. But you can even use the Stamps by Me, the light texture paste, not the sandy one. You can use that as a kind of gesso as well because it's so lovely and it goes on so smooth. It works just the same. So if you've got that, that's perfect for a gesso. Go in. I do love this little pumpkin. Oh, you could make, if you got a few of them, you could make little pumpkin tree decorations as well. I did get some paper mache baubles as well. I was thinking of making some funky steampunk type baubles, which I could make on here as well. If you fancied, do all sorts with them. Oh, there's that. Again, heat tool if you've got earphones in. Brace yourself. Yes, our Maureen is making a full weekend out of it. Having a holiday. But there you can see all the acrylic underneath bubbling up, and you can see the stars and things. And it all bubbles up and it'll leave even more texture. Because when we go pumpkin picking, we're going again this year because Crystal wants to make a pumpkin snowman. So like a snowman but out of pumpkins. So we're going pumpkin picking. And you see some absolutely crazy shaped pumpkins. And they've even had, what's the words I'm looking for here? They even had a little hut where you could go in and it told you all about the different species of pumpkins. So that was interesting. You've seen some really knobbly ones that it looked like you just really wouldn't want to eat them. A brush. Oh, I've got one here. Again, dry brushing. We could have used the bronze as well, but this one's just a little bit lighter. And I am going to go in quite sparingly with it. There's pumpkins of every colour. Really. I always just thought a pumpkin was orange. There's so many different colours. And it looks quite shabby chic, doesn't it? This way. Oh, I've got it. The cog stuck to the bottom. So you can always add as much or as little as you like in the colours. I'm thinking I'm going to end up with some fingerprints on these off the black. Hopefully not. Whoop. Bit more. And I think your distress inks and things would be fab for these, and your distress oxides. I love the, my favourite colour of just distress oxides is the ground espresso. I think it leaves such a lovely vintagey look, and it's not a black, but it's dark enough to be shadows and things. So I'm not putting anything extra on here. I'm just going to go around, and this is going to be classed as the shadow. I'm just adding some on over the cogs. Bring the cogs to life so you can already see how they're starting to pop out more, and you can see more texture shade on the pumpkin. I mean, you could just leave them totally plain white and build it up however you want. It's take your ideas or your style and adapt it. Now this here I thought would be very nice, but that's literally all I had of it, and it's eyelash. Is it eyelash threads? Is that what it's called? And I'm gonna put that around the top of there, and hopefully that will stick. And that is going to be sort of the decoration on it. Stuck to me. Hold on. Clean my fingers. There. So again, you can just see the texture starting. Again, this is how I would do something. You obviously can change it to however you would like it. And these little wispy bits here came with artificial flowers. Now I'm thinking I'll have one that way. And we'll keep up. So all the decorations are sort of going to follow through, even though one's black and one's... Oh, I'm stuck to everything. I stuck myself to a wand. Like, really stuck myself to one of the ones. Actually, we'll go with this one, because it's a bit more fluffy. And it matches. Yeah. All the decorations, if they match perfectly well, even though it's black, the decorations on the top. Oh, no. And jealous. Can't get there, you know. Oh, Amanda, I honestly thought you would have been on the mend by now, or nearly there. So what are they going to do then? How is it staying broken for so long? I'm not surprised you're in agony. My dad dislocated his shoulder. There's a full tale of it. I'll not tell you, but he dislocated his shoulder and he was in agony. It still hurts now, but a broken shoulder, that must be like a whole new level of pain from dislocated. Now I've got another little owl here. Oh, might not have one. Another little owl bead here. I'm going to pop that on so it stays fitting in with the theme of everything else. And I don't think I want to do too much more to this. Hold on. Ready? Oh, stuck to it again. Big fingers. Big messy fingers. I'm going to have to paint my nails now as well. With nail polish. So I've got that on. See how cute's that looking? Have them there. And then we can add, move that to the side out the way before I do damage, some more of these little shiny things and keep it all going through. So even though we've got two very, very different style, they sort of will work together because the flowers are the same, the cogs are the same, the colours are similar. And even having the little bird at the front keeps it all very ongoing and similar. Oh. Again, just add some shiny, shiny sparkles. Because I'm getting well into my shiny sparkles. And now you can see all the little stars coming through the texture. It's all just very subtle. It's so very nice. I've got some little dots and dabs of glue. If you miss one, don't worry about it too much because it dries totally clear. Hopefully, because I've just buried that one. I have a little clear one there. Super little sparkly one there. These are weird, these ones. I don't know, I haven't got a clue where they come from. You've lost us. Now, I don't think we'll have any big spot. Everything's sticking now, nothing would stick before. We can have another little sparkly one there. I have lots of little diamondy things on. And then one there as well. And how cute are they? And it's two very, very different looks, but very, very similar, doing the same thing. Obviously, one's more decorated. I might add more flowers to this. I'm thinking maybe, maybe not. But how cute are they? I've had a lovely night. A lovely time. Sometimes it's quite nice putting everything down in a way. And you can see other stuff in your stash, can't you? Without overthinking. I'm just going to pop all my little bits into here. Right, so Tuesday. So I've already explained that we might be going live on the How to Craft Network or the Thirsty Brush Facebook page. I'll definitely pop on there at some point on Saturday to give everybody a little woohoo, hi, and a sneak peek at the new stuff. Well, if I'm allowed. I'm saying I will. I'm saying if I'm allowed. But I will definitely come on and give a little sneak peek around. We might even do a little walk around of the stores and things and say hi to people. That'd be quite cool. And it would give us a chance to look around the stores and things as well. Method in the madness. And then Tuesday I'll be back on the Thirsty Brush Facebook page. Thursday, I don't know the date of that, so I will have to let you know if I'm on YouTube or not on Tuesday. But I'll put a post up because I'm not sure what the date is that I'm on Create and Craft with the new Thirsty Brush goodies, which are very pretty actually. I think they might appeal to quite a few people because they're very nice. Even if I do say so myself. But if you're not going to Ports tonight, that's absolutely fine. I hope you have a lovely crafty weekend. Amanda, I hope your shoulder gets sorted or feels better or something. But have a lovely weekend. I'm excited. And I will see you all on Tuesday.